All right, looks like we're starting up the conference here. Finally. Let's see what.
Please welcome to the stage Andrew House.
Andrew House, okay. CEO Andrew House, the guy who's kept us waiting for far too long.
Good afternoon, everyone. 3.5 years ago, on a stage much like this, we presented our vision for the future of gaming and interactive entertainment.
Here we go, PS4.
Our belief then, which continues to animate our efforts today, was how to make access to content and experiences vastly more simplified and streamlined. Our desire was and is to demonstrate the ways the living room would no longer be the center of the PlayStation ecosystem, the gamer would. Our success would rely not only on a package of next-generation technologies, but on reconceptualizing how the game consumer would want to play today, tomorrow, and in the future. PS4 was founded on the conviction of giving gamers the multi-dimensional and transformative play experiences they expect and deserve. Long-term partnerships with the best developers, a console with user experience at the core, a network that is faster, more social, more personalized, and brings entertainment to life like never before.
Okay, Sony.
With more than 40 million units sold worldwide, we are honored at the success the platform has achieved.
40 million, huh?
However, we know there are still a large number of gamers waiting to join the PlayStation 4 family. That is why we will introduce a PS4 system that is slimmer, lighter, and more energy efficient.
Okay, there it is.
The new model, which is the standard PS4 moving forward, will appeal to a wider audience who are looking to buy the best interactive entertainment system for their home. Despite the sleek design, the new model packs all the same powerful components that have made PS4 the best place to play.
The original PlayStation looks better.
With the new PS4 model, you can immediately enjoy exclusive entertainment experiences such as Uncharted 4 and PlayStation Vue, our cloud-based TV service.
Fuck Jimmy Kimmel.
And the holiday season is just around the corner, with PlayStation VR launching next month, as well as an amazing lineup of PS4 games, including The Last Guardian, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and Watch Dogs 2. The new PS4 model will be in most markets by September 15th for $299, representing a tremendous value for gamers.
Oh, wow. It's a good price if you don't have it yet.
For those who have yet to join the PS4 community, there's never been a better time. PS4 games continue to deliver new experiences that redefine interactive entertainment, and developers are just hitting their stride, pushing the graphics, narrative, and gameplay farther on PS4 than ever before. PlayStation 4 has indeed been the grand canvas that we hoped it could be, supporting a tremendous variety of titles from AAA to smaller digital games.
Get to the point.
All tied together with the PlayStation Network and our unique approach to social play.
What are you going to show us? Come on, let's see the Neo.
We have returned to the combination of creative breadth and commercial success that made the early years of PlayStation so distinctive.
He's building up to the Neo right now. That's what he's doing. He's building up to it to be like, here's our new powerful system.
It was always our intention to design the PlayStation 4 as a platform to stimulate and fuel future evolution. This vision of the future and the architecture that would enable it was designed into the product from the very beginning. However, we realize that for
our
the
system's
very
underpowered.
highly discriminating gamer, there is always a desire for advancement, and they want it
there
in
it
this
is.
generation.
He's saying it.
As technology continues to evolve, bringing with it new ways to realize the aspirations of the gaming community, we're adjusting and accelerating our innovation cadence. One such technology we've focused on is display. Display technology offers so much potential if there is content to leverage what's now possible regarding visual acuity, precision, and high-resolution imagery. With PlayStation 4, we're pretty much maxing out what 1080 TVs can do with most games.
Yeah, you are.
Gamers and developers alike are always hunting for ways to heighten their gameplay experiences, which is why we're excited about 4K and high dynamic range, or HDR.
Okay, 4K games
can deliver
or what?
a level of detail and visual precision that's unprecedented. HDR contributes to enhancements in visual clarity, color, and luminance. It makes scenes far more realistic and truer to the way your eyes see and experience the real world. In the world of TVs, these two buzzwords have been circulating for a while now, but it's only now that we can start implementing these advancements in the context of gaming. Games are a natural for 4K and HDR.
Okay,
Developers want
4K
to
games, he's saying
deliver
it.
on the promise of their creative vision, and both these technologies enable them to make their games look better without the compromises. To provide
4K
users
60,
with
it
even
has to
better
be.
gaming experiences, in conjunction with these technologies, we give you PlayStation 4 Pro.
Whoa. PlayStation
4
4 Pro.
will sit alongside and complement the standard PS4.
Oh,
We
here we
named
go.
it PS4 Pro to symbolize that it is part of this generation and targeted to the hardcore gamer or those who have invested in advanced display technology. At launch, PS4 Pro will become the #1 provider of high-resolution and HDR content.
Okay, so is
We
it
will
4K
instantly
games?
have hundreds of hours of high-quality gaming experiences available in these exciting formats where you can truly see the difference.
And when's it coming? That's a
Now,
good question.
to tell you more about the innovative technology behind the console, let me introduce PlayStation 4 lead system architect, Mark Cerny.
Mark Cerny. Oh, he better mention 4K games. And the 4K games must run at 60 FPS,
Andy.
gentlemen.
When designing PlayStation 4, we had a vision of
And
what
ladies.
gaming could become and created the necessary hardware to support it. We wanted a breadth of titles from AAA to indie, and so we made sure that PS4 was easy for developers to use. We believed in creating a frictionless experience for the gamer, and so we made sure to equip PS4 with a hard drive to shorten load times, as well as the required support for suspending and quickly resuming games, and playing as you download them. With that hardware as a foundation, we were able to realize our vision. And as a result, a vibrant gaming community has grown around the console. PS4 Pro is not intended to blur the lines between console generations. Instead, the vision is to take the PS4
PS4 Pro.
experience to extraordinary new levels.
Well, that should be PS5, right?
First and foremost, our goal is to deliver high-fidelity graphical experiences. With that in mind, we more than doubled the power of the GPU and adopted many new features from the AMD Polaris architecture, as well as several even beyond it.
Double
A
the
number
power
of
of the
hardware
GPU.
innovations support efficient rendering for 4K displays, allowing titles on PS4 Pro to reach resolutions not thought to be possible on console in 2016.
Oh,
For those
that's a
gamers and
bold
developers
statement.
who put a premium on achieving the smoothest frame rate possible, we're boosting the clock rate of the CPU.
Oh, smoothest frame rate
We
possible. It
understand
better
that
be 60. You
continuity
didn't
of
say
experience
60.
is important to the PlayStation community. Existing games
What, a
will
smooth
play as you're
30 or
accustomed
what?
to on PS4 Pro, and we're providing a number of mechanisms for easily transferring your game library and entitlements from the standard model to the new console. We're also equipping PS4 Pro with a 1 terabyte hard drive to ensure that you'll have
Still not
plenty of
enough.
space for new experiences.
Still not enough.
The result of all these improvements is a console that provides unparalleled
It
experiences.
should be
for
5
4K
terabyte
TV,
hard drive. It should
and
be.
truly excellent
Not one.
enhancements for those using HDTVs as well. We'll give
Dude,
you
a 4K game will
detailed
probably
look
be like
at
1
those
or
aspects of
100
PS4 Pro
gigabytes.
today, as well as show how transformative high dynamic range is for gaming content and what the new console offers for VR. 4K TV sets deliver an unprecedented level of detail. Today, we have as an industry been supporting 720p and 1080p HD TVs with 1 or 2 million pixels. 4K TVs provide a staggering 8 million pixels of display resolution. The achievable visual depth and detail are extraordinary. Brute force rendering techniques can, of course, be used to support these displays, but they have unfortunate consequences for console cost and form factor. So, with PS4 Pro, our strategy has instead been to foster streamlined rendering techniques that can take advantage of custom hardware. When coupled with best-of-breed temporal and spatial anti-aliasing algorithms, the results can be astonishing. The titles I'm about to show you are impressively close to realizing the complete potential of 4K displays.
The titles. Oh, the
These
titles.
scenes were
Let's see.
recorded in real time from PS Pro hardware and are playing back in the theater on a
He
4K
fucked up.
projector. For those of you watching this from home, after the show, we'll be making the footage available in 4K on video on demand so that you'll be able to better appreciate the quality of the imagery we are showing today.
Okay. Okay, let's see what
These
you got.
first images are from Marvel's Spider-Man game, developed by Insomniac and announced at E3 this year. The detail of the city is incredible.
Spider-Man.
Minute features such as the pedestrians in the distance would just be blurs on an HD TV set, but here they are crisp characters. As for Spider-Man himself, the texture of the suit is breathtakingly clear in a way that it could never have been before.
Oh, that looks good. That looks good, and I'm looking at it on a 1080 screen.
Here is For Honor from Ubisoft running on the new console. What we look for in games, the intensity and authenticity of experience, has never been more apparent.
For Honor.
What you may find surprising is that the
Game to
models
keep an
and
eye on.
textures
The
being
frame
used
rate
here,
looks like
whether they
shit,
be
though.
for the environment or for these two historic warriors,
The question
are in fact
is it
the
60
exact same
frames?
ones that were created for
That
this
is the
game on
ultimate
PS4.
question, guys. If
The
it's not
difference is
60
in the
frames,
high
what is the
rendering
point?
resolution that PS4 Pro can support. It is simply transformative.
It looks 30 frames from what I'm seeing.
Well, this is a 30 frames live stream.
Long vistas and high-resolution geometry, as seen here in Deus Ex: Mankind Divided from Eidos, also highlight the power of the console and capabilities of 4K displays. The extreme level of detail visible in the game environments and characters, such as augmented hero Adam Jensen, brings a greater intensity and welcome new reality to the experience.
Game looks stupid. Sorry if I offended
That
anyone.
sense of reality can also heighten the level of emotional immersion, here bringing us closer to Lara Croft's unique combination of toughness
It looks
and
awesome.
vulnerability. With Rise of the Tomb Raider, Crystal Dynamics has taken great care to apply the power of the hardware to all aspects of the game, whether it be Lara's hair, face, clothes through weapons, or the shaders, geometry,
looks really
and
good.
special
Graphics
effects that
do
give
look
the
very good.
environment solidity and realism. This is truly a showcase of how PS4 Pro can transform gaming.
We can't really tell because we're watching it on a 1080 screens, but if you were seeing it on a 4K screen, I'm sure you'd really
Next
notice.
up are some scenes from Watch Dogs 2. I'll just let them speak for themselves.
Yeah, the original Watch Dogs looked good at first, remember that? And it looked like shit when it came out, so I'm not buying any of this garbage. Draw distance still kind of looks like shit.
Dude, you can tell the frame rate is bad.
I'm gonna say it again. If these games do not run at 60 frames, there is no point to what they're doing right now.
Yeah, I would just play on my TV.
Yeah, now if it runs at 60 frames and 4K, wow, that is impressive, and that's what we need. That's next-gen gaming. That actually looks 60 for a second, I'm not sure.
Finally, I'd like to show you some environments from Killing Floor 2. We know that diversity of gaming experiences is key to the appeal of PlayStation. Consequently, we've kept the simple programming model of PS4 intact, allowing smaller teams such as Tripwire to bring their titles to PS4 Pro and the new world of high-resolution displays. High dynamic range, or HDR for short, is without a doubt the most exciting advance in TV technology in the last decade. The world in which we live has an enormous range of luminosity, from dark nights to brilliant skies. Human vision has evolved to make the most of it, as well as to perceive a very broad range of colors. Unfortunately, the display devices that almost all of us use today, I'll just call them conventional TVs, fail pretty dramatically at representing this range of luminosity, and also can display only a fraction of the colors that the eye can see.
Well, of course.
HDR TVs do much, much better. Now, for me, the really exciting part of this is that
They're trying
other
to make
need
these games
to
and
use different
TVs look like real
algorithms
life.
when rendering for HDR displays, typically involving deeper MRTs and tweaked tone mapping.
They don't want you to
Supporting
know the difference.
HDR does not require radical increases in processing power like 4K does. It's mostly a matter of connecting an HDR-capable device, such as PS4 Pro, to an HDR-capable display. To give you a feeling for the HDR difference, here's a picture of a San Francisco sunset. This is actually being shown to you using HDR TVs, but we are restricting the image quality to roughly what a conventional display can represent. Looks pretty, doesn't it? But here it is instead, using the full power of HDR. The difference is amazing. HDR is very new technology. Standards are still in flux, and the game creators are definitely still figuring out how to best take advantage of the displays. We will not expect all developers to initially support HDR on PS4 Pro, but for those that do, well, let me just give you a glimpse or two.
Show us Last of Us 2. Show it.
Days Gone. Oh yeah.
Oh, Days Gone.
Here
There
is
we
Days
go.
Gone from Sony's Bend studio, once again restricted to what a conventional TV can display. So this is utilizing all the detail of 4K, but the luminosity and color are quite similar to what was shown at E3. I'm going to turn on HDR now and show you what changes. Whatever it is that your eye expects to see to convince you that something is real, HDR is supplying that. The colors in the clothes, the brightness of the sun, these
wow,
all
that's
represent a level of photorealism that you've never experienced in a game.
The game does look very good, I have to say.
Daytime scenes are great for showcasing HDR, but nighttime scenes show its potential as well. Here, the Freaker Horde has come out to feed. Luckily, crafting is a big part of Days Gone, and Deacon has managed to assemble a few Molotov cocktails.
Oh, they're gonna show us some actual footage. Good.
Oh,
Whoa.
Those who played Naughty Dog's Uncharted 4 may remember this interactive chase scene. You're now seeing it at much higher resolution and in HDR, which makes it even more of a spectacle.
It looks the same to me.
Part of
dude.
why image quality improves
Well,
so
on a
much with
1080p
HDR
screen it
is
will.
that it's possible
Well, on a
to have
1080p
key areas
screen
on
it
the
will,
screen,
yes.
such as these explosions that are dozens of times brighter than what a conventional TV can display. This is Fetch, the hero in Infamous Light from Sucker Punch.
Infamous
Fetch is
First
a
Light, he
superhero
said it
who
wrong.
harness the power of neon lights. If you think that sounds like something that would show off HDR well, you'd be right. We believe that the potential of HDR is incredible. But you don't need a 4K TV or an HDR TV to experience the benefits of PS4 Pro. The game knows what sort of display the console is hooked up to, and consequently developers are free to tailor the experience to best fit the type of TV being used. So if you connect PS4 Pro to an HD TV, here's some of what you'll see. First up is a comparison of standard model and PS4 Pro graphics on Paragon. Epic Games has chosen to increase the quality of the graphics in a great number of ways. Enhanced visual effects, procedural ground cover, higher scene complexity, greater texture fidelity, dynamic reflections, and more. Warner Brothers is supporting HD TVs on Shadow of Mordor with a number of different modes. Here you can see how super sampling anti-aliasing is used to bring the detail of the high-resolution imagery over to a 1080p display. This is For Honor from Ubisoft again, this time playing on an HD TV. You can see how the extra power of the new console is used to boost the visual density of the scenes, and also to bring much of the
For
impressive
Honor does
richness
look
of the
interesting.
4K
We'll
graphics
keep an eye
over
on it,
to
not
lower
sure yet.
resolution displays.
Oh yeah.
If anything, this is a game you get on PC, though.
So
Yeah.
you may have noticed that several of these titles, including Paragon, Infamous First Light, and Shadow of Mordor, are titles that have already been released. That's another aspect of the PS4 Pro experience. A number of games that you already own may have been patched to play better on the console. We're referring to this upgrading of your library as forward compatibility. Patches for over a half dozen first-party titles are in the works, as well as quite a few from our third-party partners. Finally, I'd like to show you how PS4 Pro works with a PSVR headset. We are very proud of the breakthrough experiences that the headset provides with the standard model. With PS4 Pro, the developers can choose to increase the crispness of the VR scenes, make special effects richer, or to offer higher frame rates, making your VR experiences even more immersive. For Farpoint, Impulse Gear chose to focus on the detail and reality of the scenes. They have roughly doubled the rendered pixel count from that of the standard model, allowing them to breathe further life into their virtual universe.
But does it run at 60 frames? That's the question.
With PS4 Pro, we aim to provide developers with the tools and technologies that can further their creative vision. One developer that's truly embraced the potential of the new console is Guerrilla Games. Let's take a look at some never-before-seen gameplay from the highly anticipated Horizon Zero Dawn, which showcases what can be achieved on both 4K and high dynamic range displays. Thank you.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Now this is a game that I'm looking forward to right here.
This game looks pretty cool. Let's see it.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, Horizon Zero Dawn, dude. Oh man, the game looks so... Oh my god. I love games with like trees and mountains and just all this. Like, look at this. It looks amazing.
It's awesome.
Oh, damn.
I don't like the way her hair moves. It's kind of...
Wow. That looks pretty incredible.
Gotta move.
Damn.
And HDR, you can see a huge difference.
Something about the lighting to me looks a little bit off. I'm not sure. It's probably just the display I'm using.
It's not gonna wait. Come on.
Wait, no way. Damn. Jumping on top of this thing. Now that looks pretty awesome. No way.
Nearly there.
Damn, look at that. That is pretty sick. No way. What is happening? Does he get to control it now or what? What? What did she just do?
You're an official God of War, too.
Oh, true. That looks really awesome, though. It does. That looks amazing.
That looked fucking awesome.
That looked really cool.
That looked very nice.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Definitely something I'll probably pick up. Very likely.
Thanks very much, Mark, and thank you, Guerrilla Games. PS4 Pro will bring about a transformation in the way that gamers experience their favorite titles. At the same time, we're working hard to ensure that PS4 remains a single, unified community. The same discs and downloads will run on both the standard model and PS4 Pro. But they will play in multiple ways. In addition to support for the standard model, we're asking our publishing and development partners to consider how they can best support PS4 Pro on 4K TVs and also on HD TVs with each and every title. One great example of this transformation will be with the launch of Call of Duty. To share with you how Call of Duty is driving the new level of gaming experience on PS4 Pro, please welcome Activision CTO Andy Hendrickson.
CTO? What's that? CTO?
Does he mean CEO?
The CEO is like Eric Hirschberg or something like that.
His mic isn't even on.
His mic's not on. You can hear him whispering.
His mic's not on. His mic's not on.
His microphone.
On behalf of Activision and our talented studio teams, it's exciting to be here today to talk about our future with PlayStation 4 Pro.
Fail.
There's nothing else like Call
That's
of
funny.
Duty. The immersion. That visceral feeling that you are starring in your own epic action experience. Our studio teams leverage every ounce of the console to deliver the greatest possible detail to surround players and immerse them in a stunning and lifelike world. Our developers couldn't be more excited about what PS4 Pro has to offer. With its greater memory bandwidth and enhanced GPU, we can now deliver richer textures and 4K graphics on
4K
top
graphics.
of our
On top.
trademark 60 frame a second gameplay.
60 frames!
I'm proud to share that this fall, Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered will support PS4 Pro out of the box day one.
Infinite Warfare
And for you
and,
Black Ops
Modern
3
Warfare.
fans, don't
Remastered.
worry.
That means the Pro is coming
Black
out
Ops
this
3
year.
will also support PS4 Pro on day one with an online title update. We're talking one unified Call of Duty community wherever they play, playing together on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 4 Pro. So let's take a look. This clip is from a mission called Operation Dark Quarry. During this mission, you and your crew answer a distress call from a mining facility on an asteroid that's been knocked out of orbit. It's a harsh environment. Because of its proximity to the sun, getting caught outside could be deadly.
Asteroids
This is
don't
Call of
actually
Duty
exist. Enlightened
Infinite
thought.
Warfare on PlayStation 4 Pro.
Here's the
We're going down
perception,
there.
but I still
Search and
love it.
rescue.
Stick together. Keep out of the sun.
900 degrees in the sun? Shit.
Find these civilians, dead or alive.
Looks like a quake hit or something.
Take more than that to knock this place out of orbit.
Everyone spread out. Let's see what we can find.
Coming for
This
you.
is the type of game that I think would be cool on VR, dude. Call of Duty on VR would be pretty epic.
I think it's coming out on VR.
Got a dead civilian here. Looks like his neck is broken.
Oh, shit!
She's good, Cash.
Call of Duty so dramatic. Damn. I hope that the entire campaign is co-op. Otherwise, like, no one wants to play alone anymore, man. No one wants to shoot guys alone.
Get back or I'll shoot! I said get back! I got a visual.
Oh. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling the price
Hi, everyone. I'm Aaron
$4.99.
Finn. Across EA right now, developers are combining the power of Frostbite with the power of PS4 Pro to bring even more amazing visuals and gameplay to our players. This year, both FIFA 17 and Battlefield 1 will support the new console. And early next year, we'll be bringing Mass Effect Andromeda to PS4 Pro. Yeah, thanks. Mass Effect Andromeda is going to take you to a whole new galaxy, and playing that experience on PS4 Pro is going to be incredible. You'll be totally immersed in Andromeda, discovering all new alien worlds brought to life with sharper graphics and high dynamic range lighting. We're also able to create more lifelike characters, which will continue to allow you to experience the best stories you can play. Let's take a peek at how Mass Effect Andromeda looks and plays on PlayStation 4 Pro.
Mass Effect
Here we find Ryder and
Andromeda.
his companions deep in an unexplored level of the game. Please enjoy.
3 things I need to answer still. Price, release date, and what's the last one? Price, release date, and
Frame rate.
frame rate. Frame rate, and I guess there's something else. Yo, this game, I'm gonna admit, this game is gonna be pretty cool from what I hear about Mass Effect. It's RPG. It's open world, I hear, but I don't know if it's multiplayer. If it's co-op multiplayer in this kind of game, it would be almost a must-buy for me. But I don't know if it's multiplayer. I think it's maybe just a single player.
No sunlight, no water. They should all be dead.
The source of the system lockdown may yield more information. We appear to be close.
It made a new path.
We all know Naughty Dog right now is working on Last of Us 2. We all know it, so I would hope they at least tease it.
Yeah, and official Red Dead 2 as well.
Red Dead 2, oh, that would be an insane reveal. I don't know if they would do it at this kind of event, though. I think they would do it at a bigger event.
Nah, dude. This is Sony's conference, so I mean, I think they.
I know, that's what I mean. I feel like they would do it at something much bigger. Like, this is a big conference, but like, we're talking like E3 kind of like, you know, big. They never do E3. That's trippy.
Feel that? This whole platform's resonating with something. We must be close.
Looks cool, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see.
This is the heart of the vault.
This is the kind of game you keep an eye on, at least. Unless you're a hardcore Mass Effect fan, I'm sure you're already sold.
All conduits converge here, Pathfinder.
That must be the lockdown console.
The game that's questionable.
Is that the Helios cluster?
Yeah, there we are. All these points could be vaults in other worlds. Dormant like this one.
Hey, look there. The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really off the chart.
But if it's back online, we should be good.
Nay! Ah, it's right on our heels!
Ah, it was like anti-dramatic ending, though. Let's be honest here. Oh no, frame
Thanks very
rate,
much,
price, release date, and what it looks
As you
like.
can see with the games shown today, PS4 Pro allows developers to push the fidelity as high as possible while retaining the best performance.
What does the PS4
For
Pro
those
look
who
like?
use
That's
their
the
PS4
question.
to watch movies, TV, or videos, PS4 Pro also has best-in-class 4K streaming services. We've had a long-standing relationship with Netflix, and that will not stop with PS4 Pro. I'm happy to announce that a new Netflix app will be available for PS4 Pro at launch, and by the end of the year, 600 hours of 4K content will be available on Netflix. including Narcos Season 2, which recently premiered, and Luke Cage, premiering September 30th. Both of these titles
Who wants to waste their time watching that shit?
In addition, YouTube, which is already among the largest sources of 4K content anywhere, is developing an app for PS4 Pro that will support 4K content. We believe the potential of HDR is incredible and that it will transform gaming and entertainment in a manner that we haven't seen since the transition from standard to high-definition video.
We need price,
which
release
is why
date, and what it
every
looks like.
PlayStation 4, back to the very first console
And
sold
frame
in
rate.
2013, will be HDR capable via a firmware upgrade next week. Thank you.
Every PS4 will be HDR.
Higher dynamic range means more realism, more visual beauty, and the broadest spectrum of colors ever realized on a console.
So if they can do
With the
HDR on a
proper
normal
display,
PlayStation,
all
does
40
that
million
mean
PS4 users can join the HDR revolution.
if they can do HDR
At
on the
PlayStation,
old
we're
PS4,
clear
does
in
that
our
mean
mission to make the
only
gamer the
point of
center
the new one
of
is
our
4K?
universe? We're steadfast in our commitment to be the best place to play.
They haven't
And
said
we
higher
believe
frame
this
rate.
current PS4 game development cycle is just hitting its stride.
Higher frame
Some
rate
of
as
the
in,
best
what,
games are
steady
still
25
yet to come.
FPS.
So please take a look.
That's what I mean. That's what I
My love, we'll be together soon.
What is this, like their outro?
Take
Come on.
heed, sweet love, you'll never be alone. I'm watching from the heavens to keep you safe from harm.
Praise the Lord over all of this.
I hear them say the angels are calling me back home.
Yay. So now tell us the price, the release date, and what it looks like. Let's hear it.
Our vision is to present a clear choice to the gamer. We want to deliver the best games to our current gamers. We want to invite new members to join our community. We want to offer an option for those that want to heighten their gaming experience. So tonight, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the new PlayStation 4 lineup.
Lineup or what it looks like?
Oh, that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like? What? It looks ugly.
PS4 Pro, November the 10th,
Oh my God.
2016, priced at $399.
This year.
$399, dude.
$399 coming this year?
Yeah. No, but
Wow.
November 10th, dude.
Even though it looks kind of ugly, I have to admit. Coming this year. Wow. Scorpio's not coming
For
till next
both
year.
PS4 Pro and the new slimmer PS4, the value propositions are clear, and the
$400,
choice
are you
ultimately
kidding me?
remains with gamers. We invite you to experience PS4 Pro for yourselves next door after the show. Thank
Wow,
you,
that's
everyone,
like
for
2
your
months
time
away.
and for joining us today. Thanks very much.
Wow. Okay, so there we go. They still did not confirm if all their games are running at 60 frames. That is one thing I'm concerned about, guys. That's the new controller they were talking about. It actually doesn't look too bad, not gonna lie. From this angle, it looks kind of nice. Alright. Well, that's it, guys. That's Sony's conference right there. And yeah.
Thank you.
That's, broadcast, blah, 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 whatever, right? It's something to keep an eye on. I mean, I'm surprised it's coming this year. Again, $399 is a good price. I was thinking $499. We're going to have to see what the games really look like on a 4K screen. Will the games run at 60 frames? That's the question. I don't know. Like that's not confirmed. I honestly don't think they will. Like, I think 30 frame games are still gonna run 30 frames on this system, but maybe at a higher resolution. That's it. If that's it, there's really no point to me. If they run at 4K and in 60 frames, that makes sense. That is meaningful. But if it doesn't run at 60, guys, what's the point? Tell me. What's the point? What is the point? You're better off playing on PC. I would only get this system to play Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us 2, you know, but they haven't even said Last of Us 2 yet, so I don't know. It's still a mystery, right? We're gonna have to find out. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you like more. Thank you all. And have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace and love. Justin, Enlightened Gaming. Peace.